Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'll be doing a commentary video for Total War Rome 2, and this is a spectator battle. I'm not fighting, I'm just watching it. Anyways, in command of the Parthian faction is Metellus Purus, and in command of the Roman faction is Pspjohn1, and you know what? I'm just going to call him Papa John, because I think that's a more appropriate name. Anyways, the map is from Yathrib, however you pronounce that. And I really do enjoy this spectator option. I've always been a fan of it. I think the first time I encountered the spectator option was in Brood War for StarCraft. They added the spectator option. I think they called it observer mode or something. And I think that was only for replays though, but it was still cool though. And in Rome 2, I definitely enjoy it. I guess the one drawback for having a spectator option in Rome 2 or any other Total War game is that it could lag the game if the spectator is lagging, I believe. So I guess that's one negative, but when the game goes smoothly, then it's great. It's fun to just jump in and watch other people play. Anyways, you see this guy's Roman army. This is Papa John's army. You see that he has artillery. And you think automatically, oh, this guy is going to be defensive. But then you see his war dogs, and then you're thinking, well, you're probably not sure what to think. You're probably thinking, what the freaking heck is going on here? But it's going to be cool, because I haven't seen war dogs in this game yet, and I haven't seen the scorpions in action in this game yet either. The bulk of his infantry are the Evocati cohorts. Then he has some Syrian archers, and his cab consists of the Sakiai Equites. And he does have a Legatus unit, I believe, or a some kind of mounted general's bodyguard. Over in the back are some elephants, just kind of chilling. Looks like they're eating sand. That looks really yummy. Yeah. So this is the deployment phase. We can't see the Parthian faction. We are watching this from Papa John's point of view here. But that's going to be his final deployment. You can see he put his cav on his wings, so he wants to protect his artillery pieces in the back. So yeah, I think he's pretty much set there. And by the way, this commentary is not live, but the gameplay footage is live. Those are the Evocati cohorts there. Alright, so here is the Parthian army. It's nice and spread out. Noble horse archers, median cav. He has some Persian foot archers, noble cav. He has some cataphracts and some Parthian swordsmen. So this is the overhead tactical view, and his general is with a noble horse archer unit. That's the overhead. So this guy is going to scoot his right wing cav behind the mountains to stay out of range, or to stay out of visual range of the artillery pieces. I think Metellus saw this guy's ballistas and immediately took this super cautious approach towards approaching this Roman army here. I mean, the ballista are pretty deadly, but it seems like he's going to take like the longest route getting here.
Riders at the double.
So if this guy sees the cav whipping around the flank, so he's going to pull his own cav back. He's going to assume an even more defensive posture. He's like tightening his arms here.
And make sure they die.
So I really like the way this map looks. It's pretty sweet. And I think it's very appropriate for the matchup here between Rome and Parthia. And it seems like in a lot of my videos, Parthia is always in like every other video apparently. I think that's cool because Parthia was a they were pretty much a super power as they came to, to prominence. Like in Alexander the Great's time, they weren't really anything. They're just, a tribe. But by the time of Crassus, they were on the rise already. So these are the noble horse archers here. I forget what their exact designation was, but it's something like that. You can tell they're heavily armored, and they do carry bow and arrows. But this guy's taking a very far out approach to this guy. He doesn't want to get hit by the artillery of Rome. And he's moving his infantry. Looks like right now he's shifting them towards the mountains there, which is something that the Romans would have done under Mark Antony. They would have stuck towards the mountains to avoid the the mounted warfare of Parthia. So these guys aren't firing yet. So still out of range. And yeah, definitely the Pspjohn's put his general with the legatus unit. So this gives us a chance to take a close-up of these Evocati cohorts. They look pretty neat. I mean, all these Roman units look pretty neat, actually. I would say I'm pretty much impressed with every unit, the way they look in this game. So these are the Parthian horse archers. They are the more lighter armored horse archer component of this guy's army. There's another overhead. You can see the Parthian player is slowly but surely wrapping around, but now this guy is moving his ballista back. He's gonna take a shot at the mountain behind him. No, I'm just kidding.
We obey.
And I closed the mini-map. I figure I can do overheads when I need to.
In service to Rome.
Typically I would leave it on, but I want to show more the screen here, not these little heads-up menus, heads-up things. So the artillery barrage begins, and let's see how the first shots do. Miss and a miss. There's another one coming up. Now you see the scorpions coming. The scorpions are shooting those little fireworks, the really small ones you can barely see. That's definitely a ballista right there. So still missing. Let's try this one. Alright, he gets... Nope, he misses that one. I think now he switched mode to a non-flaming mode. That one hit a lot of people. In a Rome 1, non-flaming mode barely did anything. It was more accurate, but the damage, the splash damage was very minimal. So it was preferable to use flaming artillery in Rome 1 against soft targets. But in this game, it seems like the non-flaming mode is pretty deadly at the moment. So this guy sends in his Sakiai Equites to ward off those horse archers. You can hear that he got some of the horses, those Parthian shots there. That's a cool little graphical detail, how you can see their shields, they are carrying arrows in them. Now when you turn your back, that makes you more susceptible to the Parthian shot. Unless you put the shield to your back. And there's more horse archers on the other wing as well. These are the pajama horse archers. And we can't see all of his troops here because, well, now we can. But because we're watching it from the Roman perspective here. So if his guys can't see it, then neither can we.
Attack, engage.
I think you always watch it from the host perspective when you watch a spectator battle. So that shot blew out some horses right there. I think this guy had the right idea going around. I think he should have made it more simultaneous. His horse archer probes, you know, not just one wing but on both wings. Because the Roman guy only has 2 cav units. Oh yeah, I guess he did, but he didn't micromanage them too well. That pajama horse archer unit got caught. Oh wait, are they pajama horse archers or are they the heavily armored ones? No, they are pajama. So he routes 1 horse archer unit off the field, so that was a big blow to the Parthians because they need all the arrows that they could get. These Evocati cohorts go forward just to ward off the Parthian horse archers again. Parthian cav. I'm not sure if those were horse archers. I didn't remember. So I think the Pila shot did get some of those horse archers. Maybe the Assyrian archers did as well. And they disappear.
In the name of Rome.
So right now Rome's doing pretty well.
Riders, advance!
Even though when you see that defensive posture, you would think, you know, it's not going to do so well against a more mobile threat that this Parthian player is wielding with all of his cav units that he has. More elephants. Man, Yathrib's like... It's like hustling with elephants here. Watch out for the camera! Caught between 2 armies there. What do? It's hard to say. Pack up your trunks, perhaps? So this guy's still shuffling his forces around, this Parthian player. I think his thing is to harass with his skirmish units first, his mounted skirmish units first, and then move in with his infantry. But you know, I would have brought my archers up. That would have tied down the Evocati cohorts. You know, also bring up his cataphracts to protect them against the Sakii equites, and at the same time bring up your horse archers. And also make sure your horse archers are on skirmish mode, because as you saw earlier, they got caught in the back. One of them did anyways. But yeah, I think this guy sees the artillery, and he's really hesitant about engaging, because he doesn't want to get shot by those artillery pieces. I just go in. Just go in, full throttle, do your thing, get out when you need to. Because those can only target one thing at a time. So you see some movement right here. This guy's moving all this cav, and also this Roman Scorpion unit. They're going to move these guys on that hill right there, and they're going to try to push out the horse archers who are hiding on the other side of that hill.
Into formation! Now, man!
Actually, I think they're behind 2 hills behind that hill. Or 1 hill behind that hill. Saki! That's how they say it, Saki! Here's the cinematic view. And by the way, yeah, my computer does suck, so that's why the graphics don't look as awesome as they should. I mean, as long as it runs, I'm happy. Because me, I'm not really, you know, that shallow where I need awesome graphics. Like, this is good enough for me for now, until I upgrade my computer. Even then, I'd still be happy playing it like this. But I do want to increase, you know, the visual quality a little bit, so I will be upgrading my computer over the next few weeks and months. But yeah, definitely, there's more to a game than graphics. That's the problem with a lot of console games. Like, they look beautiful, but the gameplay is boring, dull. I don't know. So here's the new overhead. You can see the infantry body of Parthia is still back there, but the mounted arm is still pushing forward, which is good. They should be harassing this Roman backline here, and this is not protected very well. Here comes some non-flaming modes. Non-flaming mode from the ballista. Look at that! That thing barely rolled over that horse, and it is dead. Imagine that, getting rolled over by a freaking boulder like that. Knocked over like a bowling pin. Oh, what is this? War dogs! we get to see war dogs in action. I couldn't get the cinematic view on them because they went back to their trainers, so I'm gonna have to do the manual overhead. And let's see how these war dogs are in Rome 2. I know how they are in Rome 1. They're pretty fast. And another shot at what's going on over here. Parthia player's going in with his median cav. Gonna try to get a quick strike on the artillery pieces here. But the Roman has a lot of archers back there. A lot of...
Yes, Commander!
All the Saki Equites are back there too. And the Evocati cohorts are back there too. So that's kind of a dangerous enterprise by the Parthian player. And over here, this guy finally set up his Scorpion on the hill. And I don't think it's going to be that destructive. He took a few horses out, though. Anyways, you can see a mistake already by the Parthian player. He got behind the enemy lines. You know, that's for sure. He wiped out this team of Scorpions. He rushes in, takes them out. And there's a cav unit just sitting there.
As you command.
Clearly, the Roman commander's attention is somewhere else at the moment. He's just sitting there with his Saki Equite unit. Now they move. They get shot a little bit by the Parthian horse archers. He catches one of them. So the Parthian player decides, hey, you know, since I'm already engaged, why not bring all my cav units and swarm this Saki Equite unit? This is a nice little cinematic view. You can watch these guys fight it out. Take him! Take him! Oh, taken down by a Parthian. Oh, and he did the splits on his way down too. You probably didn't know he was that nimble. So there's more Parthian action here. This guy's doing really well right now, the Parthian player. But do you see how he keeps his median cav back here? You know, once those Evocati units came back, and once the Saki Equite units came back, this guy should have bugged out. Because Parthians should be in and out. Especially with median cav, because they're not really that great. Any cav unit, even melee cav, you know, they shouldn't be engaged in a fight that long. Oh, here come the war dogs again. They are pretty freaking fast. Look at that, 2 horses bite the dust. 3 horses bite the dust. 4. Oh! He was doing the Elvis dance there. And nothing but a hound dog. There's like 2 teams of war dogs coming, and those horse archers stop moving. You know, he might have thought if he stops moving, he could just fight them. But look at that! Those war dogs chow right through those horse archers and rout that first unit of horse archers. And see, this guy definitely should have bugged out of the fight. With the Evocati engaged there, he really should have just left. You know, he could have withdrew and then chose another moment to strike back in. You know, at this time he could have brought in his main body of infantry to keep the Evocati bogged down. See, now he's finally moving it. I think the timing was a little off. You know, coordinating all of his miscellaneous arms of his army. So those horse archers got chewed up. They were a freaking chew toy. There's still a horse archer unit left, 1. And they're taking shots at these Evocati. And here come the war dog trainers. And these guys also rush forward to throw their Pila. I think they missed though. Yeah, that Pila round missed. So he accomplished one mission, that was to silence the artillery of Rome, but he lost too many horses in the process, and the horses are what make this Parthian army strong, at least in this particular setup here. Should not have got bogged down in an infantry fight like that. I could see what he was going for though. He had the infantry units surrounded back there when he won on this wing by the hill. So when he moved in his other cav, he probably thought he could have taken out those infantry units of Rome. But it was a bad miscalculation though. And these horse archers also get routed by war dogs. You know, you would think they might be able to fight them hand to hand. But I guess these war dogs are super trained, trained by Mike Vick perhaps.
Men,
These guys are just using their freaking huge shields to protect themselves against the Parthian arrows here. Another cinematic view. Getting shot.
glory to Rome.
Love that sound effect when the arrows collide with the shields. So yeah, I would have just charged in already if I was a Roman player. But you can tell from that his mindset was defensive from the very beginning. That's why he brought his artillery. That's why he deployed defensively in the first place. And he did say he was new at this game. The Roman player did. But it's a good learning experience. And look who's back, freaking Cujo. And look at that. These guys are going for bigger game this time. Going for these more heavily armored units. Let's see how these guys fare. Those are the noble horse archers. And you know what? They're also getting taken down by these war dogs. That one got nailed in the back. That was awesome. You guys better gallop faster than that. Those dogs have proven themselves to be really fast. And with all that armor, you can't be as fast as the pajama horse archers. Let's watch these two these two noblemen duke it out with the dogs. Well, there goes one. This guy's swinging away. He's not doing anything. What is he thinking right now? Is he thinking, oh, freaking bleep? So yeah, war dogs were pretty, they had a very dynamic role in this battle. Like, I wouldn't just call that a support role, I'd call that a pretty decisive role by the war dogs. They took out, what, 2 or 3, maybe 4 horse archer teams? Maybe 5? I don't remember. And they're not quite done yet either. If I remember correctly. Okay, so finally he moves up his Evocati. I guess he was weary about having those Parthian forces around, but now that they're gone, this guy finally feels safe enough to come out of his shell, and he's going to come forward and do it the Roman way. Pila first. Look at those Parthians that fell with that first volley. Yeah, Parthian player definitely should have been quicker with his raids. He should have been in and out with his attacks. And definitely should have ran away from those war dogs when he saw how fast they were. And that his first horse archer unit couldn't hold their ground against them. Like maybe ride around, lead the dogs astray, and then come back to the main battle. I don't know, just anything to keep yourself alive. Look at these war dog trainers. They're gonna do some hammer and anvil strikes on the Parthian swordsman there. Sweet action. And look at those war dogs, they're still duking it out. The war dogs are doing their own hammer and anvil strikes. So I would say the war dogs were very crucial in this battle. I mean, they were fast enough to catch the horse archers, which at least sped up the battle. For glory! So yeah, of course, you know, the Parthian swordsmen aren't going to hold up in a fight against the Roman cohorts there. Yeah, Parthian player definitely should have been more lightning fast. Man, you can see that he is pretty much gone at this point. He's now a brigand being chased down by this Roman commander, by Pspjohn1. Better ingredients, guys. Those guys are just walking away. Definitely fun to watch. Like, it was good to see how how strong the war dogs are. That Legatus unit is pretty surrounded there. That's why this guy brought back his archers, hoping to take down the general. But he had some Evocati support right there, and they rout those Persian foot. So battle's over. Rome wins. I gotta say, it was very, very fun to watch. Look at those dogs. Still not done yet. Anyways, good game to the to both these guys. Very excellent. Hope you guys enjoyed the Spectator battle. And I'll see you guys later. That guy's gone. Yep. Well, and yep.